Okay, Mr. Dangerfield, it's lovely to see you here. You get one chance at this, son. You get one chance. Make it count. That doesn't look good at all. That might be the internet broken. I think I've broken the internet, people. Ah, fucking hell. I don't know if it's going to survive. I might disappear in a minute. The internet just fell off. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, people. We've got to... If the blue light stops flashing, we'll be all right. But it's... Hang on. Yeah, I don't think it's meant to be doing that. It looks like an emergency signal. Yeah, I might disappear in a minute. Well, we'll just chance it. It's been an absolute nightmare. You know, Facebook, who cares? Instagram, who cares? WhatsApp, who cares? Is down. But StreamYard was also down. I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning grafting so that I could stop work early and do a nice early stream, put in a few hours graft. Now it's gone 1 in the morning and the bloody internet's lighting up like a Christmas tree saying there's so much wrong. But it seems to be working. I'll give it the kiss of death and say that. If I do black out, boop, give it a couple of minutes, right? Because how did that manage to fall down from... Hi, welcome to my film review channel. Amazing replies on the film review. It would appear that people are kind of into that. It would appear that... Oh, blue light is standardised. We've got a standard blue light, everyone. Calm down, Phnom Penh. Yeah, no, you over there, sit down. No, it's sorted. No, naked ladies, stop dancing. Back to your room. Come on, I'll be with you shortly. Come on, beagles, go on, run off like a beagle. There you go. I think we got away with it. So after all that, and I'll tell you what, this is, look, I don't want to share bad news with you because we're here. We're on it, and I'd be up late anyway. This just means I've wasted 2 hours. I could have been writing or watching a movie for a film review. I might drop in occasionally. Yeah, I'm well going to do it. The comments, sorry about me keep looking over there, but I don't like to get bad news before it comes to me. I like to worry about things that aren't happening. War penis is quite nice. Now, also, you know that Dan Allen told me to buy a new mouse, which I'd done, and it's been lovely since then. Well, there'd only really be one reason why I've got 2 mice in my hand, a packet of brand new batteries, a Duracell that I went across town to get because these remade in Taiwan things. I thought, you know, you know what it's like. Yeah, that's all gone down the Swanee. My new mouse doesn't work. So I've had to go back to one of my old mices. That was deliberate. That also doesn't work. So this should be fun. Got nothing prepared. And here's the other nasty drama. So StreamYard, I had to set it up every time. Right, name of stream, description, upload thumbnail. What time is it? What time is it on Twitch? Etc. 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 Go, and then it'd go, sorry, problems. Please try again in a few minutes. Try again in a few minutes. Name, description. I've been doing that like for about an hour and a half, constantly, just round and round and round. I've been on the digital roundabout of demoralization. And in many ways, which is why I'm telling you this story, in many ways, we're all on it. We're all on the digital roundabout of demoralization. However, I think we can all rest assured, and let's be honest about this, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram being down, the less that affects you, the better your life is. So if you're having a proper struggle because those three, there's another one that's down, don't even know what it is. But for the rest of us, Telegram's up, YouTube's up, lovely. So if you're there are now teenage girls the world over having existential crises that they shouldn't be having for another at least 25 years of left-wing voting. But they're going through it now, and it's good to give them a touch of it. I did for a split second think this is it. This is the start of the Cold War. They're dropping out the... Because if there is... No, a hot war, sorry. If there is a hot war, you do realise the first thing that will go is social media. That will just blink. And when it was like... I did think, hang on, Facebook, Insta, WhatsApp, all owned by Zuckerberg, and... I thought, well, fuck him. But StreamYard, I thought, hang on, don't tell me they're owned by frickin' Zuckerberg, because that'll be a nightmare. That's very kind of you, Anglo-Saxon, and it has reminded me to get this grift up and running. Seeing as I've already grafted for an hour and a half, what did we call it this morning? The grift of deception, or the doors of griftation. One of the five will do. We call it this morning. Don't forget we've got the music festival, the SUBSTACK, Wednesday, 5 o'clock. If the internet isn't down. But thank you very much for watching, liking, and commenting on the shorts. And did I put? I don't even think I put it in the community tab. I suppose I better do it now. All part of the grift, isn't it? But thank you, Mr. Saxon. Always a pleasure. Let me do this here. Bosh. Rags has sent me loads of videos, but I just didn't get time to look at them. But I'll go through them tomorrow, and some of them may well appear on another video. Right, so let me do this. Oh, that's not working now. That's exciting. At least I've got me breaking the internet on tape. Imagine being young. Tape? What does he mean? He's going to glue it together. I'm sure I just saw Chrissy. All right. Fart and tart and tay. Yeah. That was worth more than two, but I love you, Chrissy. So, Jambo rock. Dun, dun, dun. Hello, what's the name? And while I'm there, hello, Eldritch. Nice to see you. Rufus is on the firm. Ian's here. Hello, mate. Nice to see you. Nice. Hello, Rags. How are you, son? Wolfie. Cheryl Peters, Super Words Grift on a mundane Monday. You know what? I refused, even after the girlfriend kept me up all night with her food poisoning. Even after it being Monday, I refused to wear the damp, heavy blanket of historic Monday melancholy. And I actually done it. I got 3 hours working, 6 a.m. through to 9. Then I done a stream, good stream this morning. Then I done a day's work, even had some shitty things to deal with there. And even after the internet died and I had to type in my stream details 1,000 times, I'm still happy. I'm over it. I've dealt with Monday. It is now I know last time I dealt with the damp, wet blanket of Monday. Historic. Right, let me get this right. I know that previously I had dealt with the damp, wet blanket of Monday melancholia, and then it was Tuesday, but that's not going to happen this time. It's sorted. I will not do it. Thank you very much, Cheryl Peters. Appreciato. Right, you too can join in the grift and help this channel out. I don't expect to get rich. I do like a few quid, though. I put a lot of time and effort into this. And I tell you what, you are going to get a tsunami. You're going to get a riot. You're going to get a rabble. What's the collective noun for loads of... No. That's a minor pentatonic. What is a collective noun for loads of film, literature, and art reviews? Yeah, I think it's a fuck. You're going to get a lot of film, literature, and art reviews. I'm into it so much. I mean, it's a bit heavy on the editing. Did you see me actually editing on my review of Nobody? I was thinking, oh, you've got this. Drop it in there. Oh, yeah, separate audio. They when I watched it, it was sort of like, and the next bit was, I was like, yeah, I don't know if it's meant to look like that, but I'm getting there. I'm learning. There you go. There you go. It was quite good, wasn't it? I got my lungs behind it. Well, I'm so glad that this is working. I thought that the internet would still be dead. I thought I'd broken the internet. Imagine that. Imagine breaking the internet. There was only 20 people watching when I'd done my hilarious car. It's not a car, it's a seat. My hilarious seat car crash opening gambit. And imagine actually smashing up the internet for that. So yeah, look out for, I'm going to review a book tonight. Yeah, novel. Oh, I'm not telling you what it's going to be. It's only going to be one of 3 writers. I've only ever read 3. They're all mine. No, there will be a novel review tonight. I'm going to probably do it after this. Martha says, I was up before sunrise this morning. Me too. Me too. Hashtag me too. Haven't touched anyone that didn't want touching. Well, I thought that's what they wanted. They didn't explicitly say that. You know what I mean, Your Honour. I was up before the sunrise this morning. Was still too late for the morning stream. Thanks for the matinee. Well, it was late this morning. I don't know if that helps you. Was it early? It was late. Oh, I don't know, Martha. Are you across the pond, love? I'm going to throw in some streams at bizarre times for my Antipodean and American followers. That's it. It's UK, America, Australia, and then there's like one Filipino and someone in Mercury. Leon squared, Leon squared, Leon squared. I had to call the police to check on my best friend. They found him dead. Alcohol. Your streams help to distract. That's an absolute tragedy, man. It's hideous. Now, I'm not taking anything away from that, but I've been there so many times. You know, being in that life, I've lost countless people dropping like flies. It's horrible. And you can't understand death. You never will. People don't. You can't. It's not possible. Because if you did understand death, you'd die. Because that inevitability is the crushing truth of life. But I'm only getting philosophical because otherwise I'll fuck up being emotional. But a pleasure to have helped in some way, Leon. I'm sorry that your best friend has died. And you know what does me? You know what's always done me with drug and alcohol deaths? And I would just say drug deaths, but what always does me is how much fucking pain are people in to drink themselves to death, you know. Bless you, Leon. Thank you for the donation and bless you, my friend. I hope. There's nothing for me to hope. You know, I'm not going to bullshit you. Nice one, Rags. Just because I love you, you big bollocks. You know what? That would have been the best typo ever if you'd have said your. Just because I love you, your big bollocks. But not quite as funny when I'm inventing a typo that isn't there. I just literally said, Rags, that would have been funnier if you'd have said something else. Which is much like the Scrubs local meme of, I enjoyed your show, it would be better if the format and content were different. Cheers, though, Rags. I love your big bollocks. I actually like them. Have you ever thought about lowering them into your girlfriend's baked beans? Most of us know what that is. So I take it people have been watching Nobody. Willow says the bus scene in Nobody was awesome. He had to knock the rust off it. Yeah. You know, the thing is, Napa, who I like, he's a scrub, isn't he? Napa Tandy said it was shite. And that's all right. I mean, it's not a great movie. It's not like a great movie. It's just entertainment, you know, and there's a place for that. There is a place for that. And if you weren't entertained by it, there's a place for that as well. So no dramas, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, it was good though. I thought emptying the gun out is a real power move. That's really in the art of war. Gotta get that fucking mollusk off my skiffin. That's real art of war stuff. Just emptying the gun. No, I'm going to take you out by hand. And when he says, when he's on the bus and he says, I hope they get on. he's so ready. Yeah, it's wicked. Nice one, Willow. Dennis stopped watching halfway. What, the film or the dictionary? It would appear that my tooth is yellow, but it's tilted so it doesn't get the light. My light broke, didn't it? Do you remember? Let's see if I can fix my light, because it's making me look like I don't clean it. No battery. New mouse, new light, new teeth, maybe. Now, that's not as yellow as it looks. See, look at from that angle, they're all yellow. Flower Diddler says, evening, Chris. I couldn't watch this morning's stream. It's no good. Had a full-on vertigo. No shit. Now, people thinking that you're up high isn't necessarily the case, is it? You can have vertiginous issues with your feet firmly on the ground. If you wish to elaborate, I'd be quite interested. Oh, go and have a look at my review. It's just entertainment, and pretty good entertainment as well. You know, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not a classic. It's not a great movie. It's commuter trash. It's Pulp Fiction. You know, it's in the original sense of the word. You know, it's like those novels they were pumping out in the 50s for 50 cents to read on the A train. Oh, I know a bit about America, mate. Oh, I know America. When you're taking the A train to work, and then when you're done, you throw it in the bin or donate it to your local dentist. John says, I get vertigo all the time. I crawl around on the floor. Go on, John. Go on, let them know. Right, sorry, I got miles away then. Right, the grift. All right, there. You can support this channel using a variety of methods. You can join the channel. Top link in the description. Rags, so the links in the description. Hang on, I can check that out. I can go. Yeah, they are. You can. What I'll do first is put the entropy link at the top. Oh, that ain't it. No, you fucking in a mess. Oh, excuse the language. I am trying not to swear as much as I do, people. Not because I've got a problem with swearing, but because I want them to have more impact. Whence I do. Right, you can join the channel. That's the top link. If you do that, there's free strata. One's about £1, one's about £4, one's about £8. And then at the end, probably this Sunday, there'll be streams, private streams for those people. But when we do them, and we've done them before, obviously a few times, they're not like this. We get everyone on the screen, but you don't have to. You can just stay in the chat. But the option, and we all just have a chat. It's like we're all sitting around with cigars going. So that's one way of supporting the channel. You also get access to badges and different emojis. Members, ping out those emojis. Let's have some sub-ronnies. Let's have some zzz. Let's have some, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Show them what you get. Super chat. There's the old Paying Mantis. Look at him there, the Paying Mantis. That's the $sign at the bottom of the chat. And we also do entropy, link in the description. I'll also put it in the chat. It's also pinned to the top of the chat. And if you donate by entropy, I will put your message on the screen like super chat, so you don't miss out on the glory. Telegram link in the chat. That's always good, so you don't miss my videos. I've also got a Substack. What's a Substack, I hear you say? Well, it's a writing platform that is absolutely brilliant. It's exploding. It's killing the internet because there's no censorship. If it's legal, you can put it on there. And there's all sorts of stuff. I write autobiographical fiction. There's already 12 stories on there, 11. But you can check them out. Thank you, people, for those emojis, those members emojis, flaunting them. What do you mean, Gaffney? You've been here for years. This is all I do. Ian says, I'll lurk on the low-end streams. Not fair to hog the limelight. Okay, no worries. You ain't coming on then. Is that what you're saying? That's a terrible shame. It would be lovely. Oh, nice one, man. Sign up, and then you get the emails just sent to you. Emails, yeah. Emails are my stories. There's about 2 a month, but last month I fucked up, so I was a bit late, which is now carried over. But there's a load in the archive that you can go and read. They're not edited, though. I don't pay an editor because fuck that. I will never monetize my Substack either, so you won't get into it. And they're all original stories. They're not things I'm digging up from the past just to palm you off on it. They're all new original stories. You've never heard of it, Rags? I'll tell you what, I'll put the link in the chat again. There you go. We know what we're playing at. Yeah, it's going really well. I've got loads of subscribers, got loads of my stats are great. So I'm over the moon. And I was an early adopter. When I first mentioned Substack, pretty much no one knew what it was. But when he was on CNN the other day, making Brian Stelter have a fucking heart attack by saying, we don't really censor. We think people should be able to express different opinions. So very good. Jimmy Boy says autobiographical fiction. Great way to tell stories. And you've nailed it. That's exactly why I describe it as that. And yeah, it is. Yeah, it's autobiographical fiction. Because, hello, mate. Nice to see you. Well, links in the chat. And links also in the description. Nice to have 100 people here already. I got a little bit stressed out when I smashed my internet up. After trying to get on here for an hour and a half, I thought oh my God, he's all my days. Sorry, Ian. Yeah, but come on. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's meant to be fun. No. Andy, are you on Telegram? Link to my Telegram in the description, and then you'll never miss it. I know it's another fucking... Oh, there's the lingo again. I know it's another app, but, it's a good one. Anglo-Saxon. Crappy Monday. You've cheered me up already. Hi. Nice one, Anglo. Well, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not having bad Mondays. I'm not. It is historical, and I'm not doing it. Jim wants to know if anyone's experiencing minor bank. Yeah, there's not enough money in there. Boom, boom. But true. Actually, yes, though, Jim. Actually, yes, because I had to move some money from an English account to my Bodian account to pay my rent 5 days ago, and it still hasn't transferred. That's usually a day. Mr. Kavanagh, why don't you go and check it out? Because I can assure you, why don't you read one called The Caretaker in the House of Lust? And oh yes, it's certainly kinky. It's certainly kinky. So Jim, in answer to your question, actually yes. Anglo, did I thank you properly for that? It's very kind, man. I really appreciate the donations. I always say it, I don't expect to get rich, but I do expect a couple of quid. Hang on, read that one. That's new. What we got here? That's old Meganesia. Less of the Meganesia, less of the old. Meganesia, hello, danger. Got a blixum headache. Have you got an headache? What? Oh, what's a blixum? I don't know what that is. Blixum. Blinking? Bloomin'? Is it one of them? Thanks for the 100 Tsar. I'm sorry to hear about the headache. They're horrible, aren't they? I've lived with them all my life. I'm almost sure I will die one day, and they'll say, "Yeah, you've got this fungus that's been growing in your head since you shot up an all ball in Glastonbury." Deadbeat Chess has had enough of all this chat and he wants to know, sorry, Eldritch, I'll come back to you. What's the difference between a kink and a perversion? Well, a kink is a perversion that the middle classes like to talk about and giggle. Blinding headache, that's another option. A blancmange headache. Right, can we just sort this out? One in the chat if you do not go for blancmange. Just I want my jelly clear. I don't want opaque jelly. You can keep that. It's Victorian and it's rough. Dutch headache. Dutch oven. Spanish auntie. Oh, someone on here the other day was bragging about having a butterscotch Angel Delight. And I thought, you bastard. And I'll tell you what, though, Mrs. Me In It sent me a strawberry, a chocolate, and a butterscotch Angel Delight. The butterscotch one got made before the rest of the parcel was undone. And someone, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Rags. Might have been Packer, actually. Someone said, actually, it might have been John Palmer. Many people it could have been. Said, the butterscotch is obviously king of Angel Delights, but the banana one's pretty good if I remember rightly. And I was then reminded, butterscotch Angel Delight with a real banana chopped into it. Just get out of here on your hands and knees, you cheeky bastard. That is absolute foodage. Well, to be honest with you, Eldritch, I don't know. We need Lumi, really. I'm sure Lumi will be able to tell us. It's kind of like it's like jelly made with milk. So basically, cow's hooves, pig hooves for the gelatin, and then milk instead of water. So it's like an opaque jelly. That's my guess. I think that's what it is. Look at the amount of ones in the chat. We're not scrubs. We're the anti-blancmange League. I think that's right. What's blank mange? That's white eat, isn't it? Mange, yeah. Manger is to eat and blank is white. White eat. Sufis loves it. I knew you'd be a little bastard and love it. Scorry likes it as well. Here's the weird thing. I've never actually tried it, because it's always been made in some Victorian shell, which looks like a frog. And it's like a milky frog. And I'm like, nah, you can keep your milky frogs. Linda has just put me off it. As much as I was already put off it, Linda's doubled it. Custard with gelatin. Oh, there you go. You've added to it as well. Whisked jelly with milk. King Corona says, je mange la piscine. You eat the swimming pool. Or something like that, isn't it? Arclorox. I'm just trying to get the pronunciation right. Remember Blancmange from the 80s weird avant-garde pop? Yeah, Blancmange were a band, weren't they? Sort of like, not looking at the ceiling, I'm looking at the feeling. Something like that. I can't even improvise as bad as Blancmange. We'll have a look at some. What's the name is just straight out Splink. There you go. Let's have a look. There you go. King Corona has agreed. He eats a swimming pool. There you go. Okay, that's good. It's good to be tall. Thank you, Meganesia. That's the you were here for the Italian lessons. You know what I'm maving about. You know what Mavis Riley used to do. Orange flavour ski. No. You don't. The only time you ever combine citrus with yogurt is lemon. Oh, lemon yogurt. I just pour it over my head and absorb it into my pores. I can't remember the make. One of the pricey ones, I think it was. Onken done a lemon yogurt, a litre pot of it. All right, and I had to knock them on the head because a litre of lemon yogurt, and it's proper tangy as well, you know. It's not just like sweet lemon. It's a bit sort of... And I got it home. I'm a yogurt addict, people. Where my mother and father used to go to Boulogne to fill up the van with booze and fags. This was an 80s thing if you lived in the southeast of England. You took a day trip to Boulogne, you dragged your kids around the hypermarket. Ooh, it's one above super. Ooh. And they'd bring back a crate of yogurts, 24 in a crate. And I'd eat all of them. And my mum would really shame me. They weren't just for you. You've eaten 24. It's been 2 days. And I'd be like, yeah, but I like them. I can't stop eating them. I didn't understand. And like they were in the kitchen, and to get to the toilet, you had to go through the kitchen. So every time I went through the kitchen, I'd be like, just one more yogurt to eat while I'm on the toilet. And they were those Chamborsy set ones. So you could take off the lid, turn it upside down, and just let it suck out of the tin into your mouth. So it go and come out in like a solid tube of yogurt, and then just down, gone, gulped in one. Lemon Chamborsy. Yeah, we done that as well. That you might have heard my story about that. So, you know, it sounds nice on the surface, doesn't it? Oh, we're going on a school trip to France. But when you end up wanking off some old man up an alleyway so that you can buy some porno playing cards and a flick knife, not such a good turnout. I didn't write that up when I had to write my essay on my day trip to France, that's for sure. Now, let's have a look at some blancmange. With my broken mouse, I had to press it twice. Let's just show you people how disgusting this stuff is. I found it. It doesn't look as bad as... You'll see what I mean about it always being served up in like... It's always been made in... excuse me, hang up. You'll see what I mean about it looking like it's always been made in like a Victorian, what do you call it? What do you call the thing that you put it in? Setting tin? Mold. Now we've got mold on it as well. But when you see this, even if you don't know what it is, you're going to be like, nah. Remember people, this is milky jelly. It's ground up pig hooves and milk. And if this doesn't look like something from 1880, I don't know what does. Yeah, look, have a look at this. I'm going to leave it small so you get the opportunity to turn away if you need to. I'm going to bring it up a bit. Oh, come on. Nah, man. Look at it glistening. Oh. Who's into it? Yeah, Rufus is bathed already. No, that ain't right, is it? Gaffney says it looks delicious. Well, in fairness, I suppose, you know, there's things I eat. I mean, look, I'm gonna lose some friends here. On a scale of 1 to 10, people, foie gras. 1 if you never go near it and you wouldn't. 10 if you'll absolutely lap it up. I don't like it cooked. I've had it fried once and I was like, why have you fried it? But there's a couple of restaurants in Paris that do the finest foie gras I've ever had. Just a bit of foie gras and a warm baguette, glass of red wine. Oh my days, it's just paradise. 1 to 10 on the foie gras. Livy loves it, dirty bitch. They kind of false feed geese with corn, and then when they've had more than they can take, they force feed them a bit more, and then when they just go, you've given me too much, they cut them open and it's partially digested corn, something like that. Someone might be able to yeah, Willow's into it. What is it? Foie gras. Well, let's actually find out what it is. Let's get this out of the way once and for all. I can't be looking at this blancmange anymore. It's doing me head in. Let's find out what foie gras actually is. It's probably going to take about 20 attempts to spell it. No, first time, nailed it. Now, don't forget this is Wikipedia, and Wikipedia is dominated by leftists. Even the owner is on record saying he doesn't trust Wikipedia anymore. Here we go. Prepare to be. If you're vegetarian or vegan, I would turn off now. Lumi is on the firm. Lumi, I don't like white wine. I don't like it. Never have. Essentially, Cheryl Peters, it is liver patty, isn't it? But it's fucking good. I mean, Lumi, do you get up to Paris at all? I know it's like a encampment in fucking Lebanon now, but when I used to go there was a lovely restaurant on the corner of this road. What was it called? One word. It might have been something like La Scala or something like that. And their foie gras was fucking wicked. But there is controversy surrounding foie gras that I will now let you into on this food channel. Here we go. Foie gras, English, foie gras. Yeah, it says listen. I haven't even got my headphones in, look. Yeah.
Foie gras.
Oh, okay. Foie gras. That's so hard for me to say. Luckily, my mouse didn't work. So, right, let's try again. Here we go. Foie gras. French for fat liver is a specialty food made of the liver of a duck or a goose. According to French law, foie gras is defined as the liver or a duck or goose fattened by gavage, brackets, false feeding. This is where the controversy comes in. In Spain and other countries, it is occasionally produced by natural feeding. Nah, I don't want any of that. If I'm going to have foie gras, I want to know a bird suffered. Anyway, ducks are force-fed twice a day for 12 and a half days and geese 3 times a day for around 17 days. Fuck me, that ain't nice, is it? Ducks are typically slaughtered at 100 days and geese at 112 days. So there you go. The technique of gavage. Hello, love. Want to come out for some gavage? Oh, that sounds nice. You get to the restaurant and then you just put a funnel in her mouth and go sit back. The technique. Oh, someone found that sexy, I'm sure. The technique of gavage dates back as 2500 BC when the ancient Egyptians began keeping birds for food and deliberately fattened them through false feeding. Today, France is by far the largest producer and consumer of foie gras, though there are producers and markets worldwide, particularly in other European nations, the United States and China. Gavage-based foie gras. Oh, no, did you see the picture? Hey, yoy. Anyway, enough of that. You're putting me off my foie gras. I can assure you, computers died, people. Computers died. Can you still hear me? Oh, hello. We're back. Yeah, but I think tripe. Oh, my mouse isn't working. I think tripe, they wait till the animals died. Okay, we're here. Hello, Lux. Nice SAB. Lux, are you new in these parts? Lovely to see you. Hang on, I remember Lux. Did you come and go? Or are you lurking? I remember you. You're not new around here. I'm not having that. Well, this is an interesting one on this food review channel because here comes the rain. Here comes the rain again. I might have to put my cans on and shut the sound out because I start shouting, but you don't need me to. When I was a kid, I used to love steak and kidney pudding. And when we had French, what? I just read that in the chat. When we had roast dinners at the weekend, my mum would give my dad the kidneys. Because I wanted to be like my dad, I'd go, yeah, I'll have some kidneys. And I used to eat them. And apparently they're really good for you. And I was anemic. And they're full of iron. But as I've got older, I'm not so into piss filters. King Corona's got proper hungry now. Well, I've only ever had. Oh, no, man. Hang on a minute. I'll see you in a minute. These will cut this. Can you hear it? Let me know if you can hear the rain. You'll certainly hear it when the ceiling comes through. Noise cancellation on. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, it's not faint. It's just this. Rag says, what's the dish the French eat that they cover with a cloth to eat it? You'll have to ask Luna. You've lost me there. Well, Sufist, I've had white truffle. They have like a little grater, not like a cheese grater. It's a single bar, and so when they put the truffle over it, it's sort of you get little curves, a bit like parmesan. But truffles are fucking big money. Let's see how much truffle will cost you a kilo. How much is 1 kilogram white? I think the white ones are the most expensive. 1 kilo white truffle. Fucking hell. Right, no Googling, people. You can if you want, but that's rubbish. How much do you think for a kilo of white truffle? Italian white truffle for a kilo. Come on, now. If you don't get it in now, I'm not going to trust you because you've Googled it. Willow says hundreds of pounds a kilo. Jess says white. John's saying a bag of sand. John says 500, 7K. Hello, RMF. Ain't seen you for a while, mate. Well, we were going to do it, weren't we? We were going to all chip in. I got hold of the bloke that does it, and he said you've got the. He said you could not have a worse. What's the word for weather? Climate. You could not have a worse climate for growing truffles. For tuber magnatum, which is the Italian white truffle, you're looking at $3,500 a kilo. So when he grates that stuff on your dinner, you're getting about half a gram. I mean, that's fucking expensive. And they find them with pigs, didn't they? Good call, Tito. Good call. Sorry, I thought they hunted them with pigs. Hunted. There are truffle dogs, though. I have seen that on telly. Yeah, they grow in England as well. If you can train your mutt to sniff out truffles, but not eat them, saffron is mad. Saffron is the... let's see how much a kilo of saffron seems like a ridiculous amount. Isn't it the sternum? Statham, Jason Statham. Stigma, stinker, splink. What is it? What is the bit stigma? But what is it? It's the part of a flower, isn't it? The stamen. Stamen, yeah. So when you're growing, can't even remember what we're talking about now. When you're growing, what was we talking about? Saffron. You grow a whole field of flowers, saffron flowers, beautiful. I think they're purple. And then there's a little orange stamen. Like you get 2 or 3 out of each flower. And I'll tell you what, that stuff's pricey as well. Let's see how much it is. A kilo of, what do I keep forgetting? Saffron. What is it? Quite bad about saffron. Saffron aren't mad about me. That's it. Real saffron can cost you over $10,000 a kilo. Each flower, listen to this, and this is how much your stamen basically. Do you remember when David Seaman was the English goalie at 42 years old? How things have changed. Because it's only the stamen, right? Each flower harvests 0.006 grams of saffron. I have had it though. I had a little bag of saffron I bought once. I put it in. I used to put it in the porridge. I had like orange porridge, and it does actually give it a slight sweetness as well. But since I had half a kilo of sugar in there anyway, you know. Grim says that. Now you're joking, aren't you? A kilogram of heroin is going to cost you about 34,000 English. Allegedly. Rumor has it. Well, you know what, Rags? They're all urban myths. You know, semen stains, and there's a few others from Captain Pugwash, but they're not in it. None of those double entendres are actually in Captain Pugwash. It's just a thing that, you know, it's like become an urban myth. Willow says that Saffron Walden gets their name from harvesting saffron. I imagine they have to have quite tight security on those places. Cheryl Peters is bringing us right back down and says, who likes hot dogs? My missus likes hot dogs. Yeah, you can guess the rest. Hello, Alan, you cheeky little Alan. Sorry I missed you this morning, my friend. No dramas, man. It's quite a cracking stream. I did ask about you. This one nearly didn't happen. What time is it where you are now, Alan? Nice one on the donation. Well, maybe he was, but people say Master Bates was a character, and they say Seaman Staines, and they're not. They're not in it. That's all a lie. I checked this out. I've been here before. Yeah. You can buy them out here. I grab a couple of those occasionally. The old chili dogs. They're nice. All right. While we're on food, I mean, we've still got 115 people here, so it would appear food is quite an interesting topic. I mean, we all need it. Well, not bread. Need it. Internet still working? Yep. Lovely. I'd have cried. If I'd have broken my own internet after it. I've got something on my back, like something insect-like. Get off. Fuck me. Him bite you. You dead. What was I going to say? Right, I need help, Scrubs. I need help from you. This isn't me telling you. Well, there you go. I had bacon today. I had bacon, fried eggs, and baked beans and toast. Yeah. No, yeah. Right. Hang on. Did I just see Donning Armour on the firm? Are you joking? Or did someone mention his name? It is. Oh, that's all right. That's not so bad. I thought it might be middle of the night. So better for you when I'm later. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Nice one, Alan. Well, I hope you're all right, son. I was thinking about what you said about me and you having similar lives. I don't know if I like you anymore. But nice one on the donation. Oh, we got another yank on the firm. Hello, Jimmy. How you getting on, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for that donation. Yeah, look, he is. No, Donning, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. They're all down globally. And I don't think anyone here gives a shit, because if Telegram is up and YouTube is up, we're good. Nice to see you, mate. Been a while. Yeah, nothing wrong with a bit of food jamming. John Palmer says American bacon is rank. Well, all of it. Every last bit of it. It has to be, for me, it has to be back bacon. I can't be doing all that white stuff on it. It has to go crispy. Right, I need help from you people. So listen, in the supermarkets in Cambodia, we get all the shit that didn't sell anywhere else around the world. I'm not even lying. You know, people, if you go to the Haagen-Dazs ice cream in Cambodia, it's not like the nice caramel one. It's not the strawberry cheesecake. It's like coffee and blueberry. And you're like, oh, come on. You know, they're brands they tried and couldn't sell anywhere else, so they end up here. I'm not joking. The supermarkets here are essentially a food bank that you pay for. Now, I wanted baked beans for my fry-up, and I'm sorry, but the Heinz marketing has worked with me. I cannot eat any other baked beans but Heinz, right? So I was looking at the Heinz beans in there, all the tins are dented and all that. And the only ones I could find at first, Heinz baked beans, 57 varieties, everything looked the same, but then it said ham sauce. Does anyone know what has anyone else ever had baked beans with ham sauce? Joe, you undead cookie monster, nice one on the donation. Facebook, Insta, WhatsApp, all. Well, it's funny you say that because that's what I said earlier. When I first saw that they were all down, because StreamYards was down as well, my first thought was, what was about to break out. And I know that's ridiculous, but sort of not. Because if they are, we're back. Because, and was I shouting? I bet I was shouting as well when no. Because if there was to be an attack on the West, you know, not like the one that's been since Tony Blair, obviously, that would be the first thing to happen, wouldn't it? That would have all gone down. Hello, Sarah Love, new in these parts. Lovely to see you. I get 18% female viewers, and sometimes I wish that the other 72% would just fuck off. Come on, you've got to love it. Only joking. Steady. Guaranteed 2 people have gone, well, fuck you then. And a joke. It's just look, and it did. It went from 120 to 118 and falling. Nice to see you, Sarah Love. Was it Baring or Devon that told you about this wonderful stream? No, Flamadidlo. It said ham sauce. Oh, don't say pork slurry. Joe, you undead cookie monster. Nice one on the donation. Yeah, nice to see that people can laugh occasionally. A little joke. Look, I'm going to look it up. Yeah, I'm joking about the same percentage as the male-female distinction. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Heinz beans ham sauce. I mean, what is that? I don't even know what ham sauce is, let alone having it in. Yeah, look, I found it. I fucking found it. They called me. First they laugh at you, then they, what's the next bit? Throw things at you, then they get angry with you, and then they eat beans with ham sauce. I am not lying. I will not be accused of it. And here is das proof. What is ham sauce? Anyone got an idea? Well, Aramas, exactly. Well, sorry, I thought you were talking about something else. I can't imagine ham sauce being halal. Well, that's why I didn't buy it, Rags. I just thought, you know, I'm not much of a fan of most ham. I mean, I like a nice bit of ham, like a proper cold cut. But you give me ham that's square in a plastic pack that's been sweating in there for about 4 months. Nah, I'm going to frisbee that back to the... Nah. Oh, don't say that. You're really tipping me over the edge. Like, actually, that did actually turn me a bit. Hang on. John said, come on, John. Come on. Yeah, but the thing is, if you don't eat beef, you just eat baked beans they're in tomato sauce, aren't they? You don't need to put ham in it. Hello, Shane. You all right, son? Yeah, but who'd mistake tomato for ham? Oh, I know it's a bit. We're dwelling on it a little bit too long, perhaps. Let me see what they say it is. Here we go. This is what Woolworths. What? I thought they died like centuries ago. Woolworths are online. Someone bought their name. Woolworths are alive and well in Australia. The only thing that's alive and well. Here we go. Let's see what it says. The perfect go-to for baked beans with a twist, which isn't what you want from beans. You want them as they were when you were 7. Heinz beans in ham sauce are a great alternative to original beans in tomato sauce. So that's it. It's just ham. I don't even know what ham. Nah, anyway, so I had to have a look at like the rest of the country. Oh no, that's disgusting. I haven't seen you here in a while either. It's got 0.2% added ham. And what else? Muck and pl. Oh, no. Those oh, look, he loves it. Arklow Rocks loves it. I am going to confess here. I am a fan of those horrible little sausages that you can occasionally get in baked beans. Cheryl Peters remembers a hunk of pork fat in the can. In what can? Oh, just a can of pork fat. Well, I do buy goose fat for Christmas dinner. If I'm making roast potatoes, I buy goose fat. You're all right. Nice to know. Nice to know you've been here. That's what they call them in America, isn't it? Cassoulet. What's cassoulet? Goose fat. Chris, a stuffed pork loin. That's awesome. Good God, Rags. My friend, I'm getting ready to leave work now and head home. I hope you have a great evening. I'll catch you in the morning. Scrub love. All right, Alan, that's a terrible shame, but you got a bit in. Alan, listen, if you can't make any stream, Wednesday, 1700 hours UK time, Scrubs Music Festival, that's a must. So if I don't see you before, try and make that, because you know the gallery and the old photos, they were cracking the stream. So you're the boss. Tell them you won't be there. What time's that going to be for you? Bollocks! I've just worked out. That's going to be about 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. All right, Alan. Thanks for that donation. Take care, mate. Get some rest, son. Hello, Mousecat. Flammadiddler. Cheese or beans first, though. Cheese or beans? Oh, you're putting the beans on top. Nah. Beans first, then mozzarella on top. Let it melt. For the foreigners in the stream, by which I mean non-British people, Britain's got a terrible reputation for food, hasn't it? It's got a terrible reputation for food, and rightly so. I'm not looking forward to taking my missus to my mother's house. When my mum puts a plate of food, my mum's a terrible cook. She makes desserts fantastic, but her savouries, yeah, that ain't happening. We have, oh, nice one, Pax Max. That's a very strange contribution, but I like it, and I like you. Manny Moo loves a mushy pea. Just the one, though. Linda says yes. The truth will set you free says no. Grim says terrible, not particularly. You should see some of the things they serve in Norway. Donning Armour says Britain does have a bad rep, but I love it. Hi, I'll give you that. Lovely. Oh, Andrew, you can't beat it. I mean, that it's just yeah. It's a classic. The gravy's got to be made well, though. Cassoulet is seasoned pork sausage with beans cooked for 2 hours on a slow cook in fat. you want to see the lump of chuck steak, which the wonderful Dawn Browning put me onto? Only cost about £5. I'm missing a shoe. I'll show you it. It was about £5 English, right? It's a massive chuck steak. Hang on. Unfortunately, because I've frozen it, but this is about, look at this. This is a top blade, right? That's the nicest cut. All right, look at that. Can you see how deep it is? That is about 1.5 inches deep. See how, look at that by my finger. But it goes down a bit lower because you can see that, right? Look at that. Look at the marbling on it. And that was $6.50, so about £4.75. I'll tell you how much it weighs. About 0.4 kilos of top blade. Fucking hell. So yeah, there you go. That has been an hour of talking about food. Creme brulee, nice. Creme caramel, 100 points. Yeah, I tell you what, this is when Dawn used to come here, it works out, because that'll be from Australia, and it says it on it. Australian steaks are cheaper in Cambodia than they are in Australia, even though they've had to chuck them in a freezer and fly them over. Mad, isn't it? Thank you, Lomax. Thank you, Lomax, especially when it's that size. Oh, God. Right, Will, listen to me. Me too. Me too. Because I'd only ever had my mother's, which was about 1 centimetre that she'd chuck in the pan, flip upside down, and then put it on the plate. Since I learned how to cook it in butter, chuck about 5 crushed garlic in with it, chuck some fresh rosemary in with it, cook it properly, turn it every minute, pour the butter on top, add more butter, take it out, let it sit for about 10 minutes. It changed my life because I always thought steak was rank when it turned out it was just how I was having it. Just that stuff is, oh God, I thought he meant McDonald's. I'm not a fan of, it's not in that, is it? Why am I thinking cauliflower? My mum used to make cauliflower cheese and Paxmax says this, to be clear, yes, the Brit food has a bit of a poor rep. It's mostly undeserved. I've been treated fairly well when I was in Northern Ireland. Well, the thing is, and here's something quite interesting, British cuisine is actually quite well. I've got a mate, I used to sit next to him at the Arsenal, and his brother runs a restaurant where they do nose to tail cooking. And that is nose to tail. And traditional English cuisine from the Victorian era, some amazing things. But, you know, we just fucked it up when we started importing from other countries, basically. I mean, England pretty much invented the curries. Chicken korma and all that is English. Vindaloo is English. Most of those are all English. Yeah. This has been a heavy food stream. I mean, I hope you're all right with that. Anglo-Saxon, thanks very much. I know my steak. Oh my God, are you actually a butcher? So that looks pretty good, didn't it? That is marbling? I didn't think there'd be a butcher and he'd have called me out on it. But it's about that deep. When it wasn't frozen, it was about that deep. So about 1.5 inches deep. But I take that white bit off it and feed it to the rats before I cook it. My friend said, no, you need to cook it in the fat. But I also braise those. Is that a good thing to do with that? Sometimes well, Cheryl Peters, you see, I have tried, they do the ribeyes out here, but I think that top blade is the best steak. I'm going to ask my butcher friend, Anglo-Saxon, what's the best cut from a cow? Is it that top blade, which is what I've been led to believe? Certainly tastes like it. We've got a butcher, look at that. Yeah, nose to tail cooking, yeah. That's what traditional English cooking was, where you ate everything. You know, that's why we have things like blancmange and jelly, because, and you know, for gelatin, you ate every part of the animal. People didn't used to have money, you know, people didn't used to be able to afford. If you had an animal and you slaughtered it, you ate the lot. That's why people ate tripe. You know, and all the other stuff that you can't stomach, you make broths out of. Even the bones get boiled up for broth. You know, Scottish, what is? You've lost me there. Mousecat said English invented food. No one ate until we invented food. We invented eating. I think it's fair to say. Gwillem says, so true. Has anyone seen the Bourdain with Fergus Henderson? He explains this so well. What are you talking about? The nose to tail arc. Ah, a little bit of King Crimson in there. Nice, nicely done. Wolf, he said, we invented literally everything. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can actually take credit for eating, though. I quite respect Mousecat for going for it. Yes, Birmingham is famous for balties, isn't it? And doesn't balty actually mean bucket? That's why you get it in a thing. Where's my man Anglo? I need to know about that top thing. Where is he? I can't imagine he wouldn't have answered me. Let me have a look. Mrs. Me in it, right? Everyone concentrate, people. We know what happens when Mrs. Me in it says something. Can we just concentrate? Beak to arse. Beak to arse, snoats, but the wiggly bit at the end, leave it. I mean, every time it's like a cryptic crossword clue. Beak to arse, snoats, but the wiggly bit at the end, leave it. How many letters? I know what you're saying. You're saying nose to tail, but not that curly bit. But they would have eaten that. That would have been a garnish of some sort. Willow reckons brisket is the best tasting. I want to know what the butcher says, because they'll know the prices. And that's how you judge the value of things. That's why socialism fails, because having no markets, you can't regulate value. Because markets regulate value. And socialism doesn't have markets. So how do you plan long term if you don't know the value of your resources and your labor? Guess what? You can't. And what's the turnout? Everyone dies. Yeah. 2/3 of the world have tried it. 2/3 of the world starved to death. So, and that's why. And this isn't me being I'm not bullshitting. Markets regulate value. The exchange of money for a product or a service, or the exchange of a service for a product or a service, etc. That's markets regulate value. Now, if you're the government of a socialist country and you have no markets, how do you regulate value? What? Oh, you've got these are your resources. This is your labor. What's it worth? Is that worth more than that? Is this worth less than that? How do you plan long term? You cannot. And it's no surprise that Soviet Union, China, Cambodia, the list goes on, ended up eating their dead friends. You can't without value, without a market regulation of value, it's impossible to plan. Is that the answer to your cryptic clue, otter's noses, or is that what a snout is? Is a snout an otter's nose? See, it's not always cryptic. It's actually down to my ignorance. Hello, Custard. We've been talking about you. Do you like blancmange? Well, yeah, let's not go there. Ian Marr sits on the fire for 4 hours when he makes stew. We've got a bit of lightning, people. Lightning on the horizon. I have not, but shall we see if we can find some? Say and search. Shall we see if we can? Yeah, of course. It never is it? Shall we see if we can find some highlights of the Labour conference? Because have you seen? Anyone seen any of it? Well, it actually is King Corona, isn't it? That's the problem with it. Oh, you can out here. And they're probably from all the BKG, was it? BSM? I'm going to say something I regret in una memento. Where's Anglo-Saxon gone? I still want to know about the bloody cut of... Let me check the entropy. Maybe he's done the off. That top blade is what I want to know about. There you go. John, I'm not going to read it, but yeah, the whole thing. There you go. BSE. Nice one, Lumi. Oh, hang on. Someone said there's a... so is there... I wonder if I mean, I don't really want to suffer Sargon, bless him, but highlights Labour conference. You see, the ones I'm finding are all... I want someone ripping the shit out of it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, thanks, mouse. Anyone know where there's a good collection of the highlights ripping into them? Damn. Because of course you go to YouTube and it's just all the Labour Party ones. There's no one actually having laughs. Fucking hell, this is so rigged. The first 10 are Labour, the next lot are Guardian, then it's Channel 4, then more Guardian, then more Channel 4. Nah, show us the bits we actually want to see where everyone was going, oh no. Socialist Appeal, The Independent. This looks like it might be quite interesting. I haven't seen this, but it says Keir Starmer mercilessly heckled
To those
by his own Labour members. Should we give it a go? All right, I'll have a look at the Lotus Eaters in a minute. All right. I'm trying to avoid having to suffer that bloke. Hello, Packer. Good to see you, mate. Let's just have a look at this one. It's only 2 minutes. It says that Starmer was mercilessly heckled by his own members. It might be worth a pop. I'll have to put my Canning Towns in. I will go to the Lotus Eaters, but then I'm going to have to fast forward through loads of Sargon and his little bum chum. Let me just make sure I have got audio here. Yeah, we have. Right, let's see if he actually does get mercilessly heckled or whether it was just clickbait.
to those Labour voters
Audio check,
who
someone.
said their grandparents would turn in their graves, but they couldn't trust us with high office. To those who reluctantly chose the Tories because they didn't believe that our promises were credible. To the voters,
Here we go.
voters,
Thank you, people.
to
Hey.
the voters that thought we were unpatriotic or irresponsible. This
Has Starmer come out of the closet? And I mean that. I absolutely mean that. Is he admitted to being a Bondre? Not that there's anything right with that. He's clearly a homosexual. But is that a known fact? Do people know that? I don't know. Yeah, Rags, you can't go near that on YouTube at the moment, man. Not a chance. That I literally got an email from YouTube with their updated terms of service, and that is off the cards. But I will have a look at it, and if I can cope with it, I'll have a look. But I didn't have time to prepare this. Right, here we go.
This is a... At this time on a Wednesday, it's normally the Tories that are heckling me. Doesn't bother me then. Won't bother me now.
Bunch of spammers.
So you see,
He's so not leadership material. He's so not. He's so weak. Go on, look at her head card. I haven't changed my thinking since the 1970s.
shouting.
If you're going to wear a crash helmet, love, at least put it in front of your gob. And that is gob. Absolutely, John. It's ridiculous.
Slogans or changing lives conference.
Look at her many activist wristbands. The poison and hatred of these people. Yeah, funny that. But don't worry, John. They're all allies. Oh, there you go. Quick, front and centre. There's our man. That's Lammy, isn't it? Standing room only. You're over. Oi, Labour, it's finished. No one votes for you. Do you remember the last election?
I don't consider it to be heckling.
Why are you wearing that if you're not going to use it, you dolt?
I consider that I stood up and spoke out because it needed to be said.
Okay, bye. Right, let's have a look at the Lotus Eaters and see some more of the Comrade stuff, because that was far funnier. Right. Standing with China. Yeah, look, these are all too long. I'll have to find some clips and dig them out for another stream, because we'll be looking for. Just say it. Nice spit mask hat. It's not all he does like a seal. I come on, they're over, surely. I mean, is anyone in the Northeast that were there, you know, in the blood voters, gonna turn around and go, actually, I'll all right, Gaff, I'll try that. I don't know if it's a joke. No, can't find that. I have seen this one. Check it. Right, yeah. Check out Labour, right? Look at this. Hang on. This is saying search. 130 people watching, you absolute, utter lovely bastards. Let's listen to the people who want to run our country. Look, ready?
I am going to use this as an opportunity to ask for more speakers, but before anyone puts their hands up, I am aware, sitting here, one, it is very difficult to see all of you. There are very bright lights, which you can't really see when you sat down there. And two, the people putting their hands up do not reflect the diversity of the people in this hall, and that is very clear to me. I am afraid, and I'm not speaking from a position of particular strength here, there are too many white men putting their hands up.
Did you hear him say, I'm not speaking from a position of strength here? No, that was abundantly clear, mate. He didn't need to say that. I mean, he's still got some more to say. yeah. I can't really take credit for it, Anglo, because, you know, they they do it to themselves. You do it to yourself, you do, and that's what really hurts. Nice one, Anglo. Anglo, did you answer my question about the top blade? What's the best cut of a cow? If you had a cow, Anglo, and it was steak for you and your missus, where would you get the angle grinder? That's how you do it, right? Where would you put the angle grinder? What would be your top choice for a cut of steak? That's the question. Apologies if you already answered it, but there's 135 people watching. Oh, because there's a few people in here that probably haven't been in here before, let me just shill my Substack to you. I write short stories on there. I'll put the link in the chat. It's also in the description. Pop your email in and you'll get original autobiographical fiction written by me, between 1 or 2 a month. But there's about 11 in the archive that you can enjoy reading. So sign up to my Substack. John wants to know what it is. It's a writing platform that I am doing very well on. I will never monetize it, so you won't suddenly one day have me going, if you want to carry on, it's a $5 a month. It's absolutely gratis. Sub what, says John? Substack. Mousecat, I'm new. What else goes on? Come on, Mousecat, you ain't new. But I do a Substack. There will be another film review. There's going to be a book review after this stream. I'm going to record a book review. Oh yeah, I know what novel I know what novel I am going to review as well. So look out for that. I'm going to be doing more film and literature reviews, so that'll be good. Hello, Mega Essex boy. Hi, good to see you, son. Now, where is bloody Anglo with his best bit of cow? That's a strange way of saying, isn't it? Where is he? If anyone else sees what he says, maybe he doesn't want to answer. Maybe it's there you go. You reckon it's the ribeye? Why am I paying more for that top blade than I do the ribeye? Or is it just subjective? Is it just because I have ribeye up there, but I really like that top blade? So sorry, Anglo, for missing the other two. Much apologise. Much apologise. Anyway, let's see what other nonsense this bloke. Well, absolutely, Carl, you've nailed it. Yeah, well, thankfully. And the next thing will be the Tories. Oh my God, the lightning is fantastic. I actually just saw a fork of it, but no rain or thunder. It's weird being tropical. Club Tropicana drinks are free. They're not free, but they're very cheap. You can get a cocktail, not using optics, for about $2. Anyway, let's see what else this freak has got to say. Carry on, you racist bastard. We'll just circle back a bit so we can hear that last absolute shocker. Just check him out going, I'm not talking from a position of strength here. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Here we go.
People putting their hands up do not reflect the diversity of the people in this hall, and that is very clear to me. I am afraid, and I'm not speaking from a position of particular strength here.
Imagine, what a twit. Is that? Hey, answer me this, and this serious question: is he saying that because he's white? Is that what he means? Is he saying, "I'm sorry for being white"? It doesn't give me it doesn't give me privilege. Is that why he's saying that? Oh, serious question. What, you know, that if you're a politician, you always need to be speaking from a position of strength. You need to be strong. You're meant to be a fucking leader. What kind of weird leaders say, I'm not speaking from a position of strength here? If I was leading, I'd go, right, listen, you fuckers, this needs sorting out, and it needs sorting out pronto. And I am speaking to you from a position of absolute power. And everyone would go mad, because that's what people want in a leader. Not this Gimbert McFlatclock. Never called someone a flat clock before, but I'm certainly going to do it again. Jambo, rock. Come on, everyone, get on the floor and hope that you get the sexy bird put her legs around you. No, not Auntie Jean and her fucking cellulite. Jambo says, is there any hope of a decent party coming in? I haven't seen any. I'm actually thinking about this one, because they're preventing parties from getting on the electoral, becoming official. They're preventing anyone with any, dare I say, nationalist ideas from even getting in the game. But there are other options there. You know, I can see people just abstaining to the point where, like, no, I think Europe is swinging to the right, and I think it will be about 4 or 5 years. You know, what will probably happen is the Tories will get a new leader who's got half a brain and think, right, we need to actually be a conservative party, or we're fucked. It's kind of optimistic, I know. But, you know. Oh, Rock Lover, nice one. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jambo, for that 5-bit as well. He's speaking from a position of no balls. I come to you as a castrato. Let me just see what else he's got to say. Sorry. Go.
There are too many white men putting their hands up.
What could ever that mean? How many is too many? How many is too many? That's what I'd say to him. How many is too many? Give me a ratio, you racist piece of shit.
I am not anti-white men.
Well, if you have to say it, you know, I wouldn't need to say that, because people would know, because I wouldn't say things like that. You self-hating, ballless lump of flat-clocked doghead.
Some of my favourite people. My dad's a white man.
Make a joke out of it now.
But I do not want white men to exclusively dominate this or any.
Yeah, but it's not them making the choice, is it? They're putting their hands up. Who aren't putting their hands up? So again, this is a real bizarre. What did we make the other day out of paper? This is a Mobius strip of bigotry, because none of the diverse people are putting their hands up. So he's having to say, white people, keep your hands down. That's absurd. That's absurd.
Other debate at this conference, and following on from my comrade in the chair this morning, I do wish to see. Imagine still saying comrade. I wonder what history these people read. Fucking comrade, you absolute tosser. The diversity of the hall reflected. I'm not putting in.
No, the diversity of the hall has been reflected. And what you've seen is white people want to speak. Yeah, do you understand that? I know it doesn't fit your agenda, doesn't fit your narrative, but the other people don't want to talk because it isn't a strength. Can you not see that? It's in front of your dozy eyes, you pillock.
Anybody on the spot here?
Yeah, give him a round of applause. Yeah, too many white people. Yay.
But if you want to speak, do not be afraid to put your hand up. We want.
Don't be afraid. There, he said it. Don't be afraid, brown people. Don't be afraid. Why are they? They're not afraid. The black people in that crowd aren't afraid. They maybe just haven't got anything to say. Don't be afraid. Come on. Come on, you can talk as well. You can join in. You couldn't be more racist if you hadn't tried. And believe me, he did try.
Want to hear from you. This is an inclusive conference. Hands up now.
Not that inclusive for the white people by the sounds of it, though, based on what you just said. Dick Squash. Anyway, enough of him. He's giving me the shivers. All that comrade talk. Jesus. Absolutely, John. I couldn't have said it better myself. I thought Flat Clock was a good name to call him. Now I don't know what it is. Most clocks are flat, aren't they? Well, the face of them is, but you know, I know it's absurd, isn't it? Rags, the one that really done me was that Scottish bloke. What's his name? What's his name? The Scottish bloke who went Secretary of Travel, white. Secretary of this, white. This bloke, white, in a country that's like 96% white. It's like, yeah, that's not that surprising. That's like going to the Congo and going, treasurer, white, treasurer, black, prime minister, black, people, black. These people are sick. It's actually a sickness. That was good, though. Too many white people. I don't know. You've got to give him credit for something. That's him. That's the fella. Yeah. Didn't we see him fall over recently? I'm sure we watched a video recently. No, it's a fair point. I didn't mean that. I just meant, you know the bloke. You know what I meant. Come on, help us out. Carl says that 99.5% of the people where I live are white. Cumbria police excluded white men from their live online recruitment chats. They have 5 times more BAME and LGBT than the local community. Well, look, this is all good, though, because this is never going to work. Good callback there. Good callback. Yeah, they won't let them. They just keep making up lies, and they won't let them get onto it. They won't let them become an official party. They've tried about 6 times now or something. Funny old game. Joshua says, my favourite thing is that it's white people speaking about silencing white people instead of just shutting the fuck up instead. Lead by example and get off the stage. No. You see, because allies, we know why they're allies, because then they can, what would the word be? They can distance themselves from their toxic whiteness. If you're an ally, you're not just not a racist, you're an anti-racist. Ridiculous. Yeah, I agree with you. And so do a fair amount of black people as well. What's his name? He stood for the governor. He stood for the recall, Gavin Newsom's recall. Larry Elder. Larry Elder can't stand them. Absolutely can't stand them. Hello, Cheryl Peters. Me too. And I think he is. And as long as they sort out this postal vote, Lark, he wins. I mean, I think, surely people aren't going to vote for this lot again. Surely. I know I've said this 1,000 times, but I'm glad, Now I know that sounds nasty to people who live in America. I honestly cannot believe how much damage this current Beau Biden administration has done to America in that short space of time. And Europe, you know, the Nord 2 pipeline, that gives Russia a stranglehold on European energy. It just does. It gives Putin, it's got Europe over a barrel, almost literally, in terms of energy. And Beau Biden give that the go-ahead. And America are now not energy independent like they were when Trump was in. It's absurd. Why would you do that? Why did he close down that pipeline? It doesn't. It only makes sense if you're planning to wreck America. The southern border, just come. It's open. Come in. I mean, look, I'm no economics expert, but I know enough about economics to know that if you have an open border, you're fucked. That's it. It's just even the old Bill on the border. Even when they catch him, they have to let him go into America. Right, we've got you. You're not allowed to come in, but you are. So go on, enjoy yourself. Do you need any money or a house or anything? Nice one for that donation, Cheryl. Muchos appreciate. I don't think in my whole years of paying attention to sort of global politics, I've seen so much damage done by so few to so many in such a short space of time. It's just absurd. It is part of their plan. You know, I played it on the channel the other day when Biden just said he said it. We heard him. Remember, a constant stream of immigration. You can't have open borders and welfare. You can't. It's economically impossible. You can't have open borders and a republic. It's like asking for a mug with no mug. It's I will, Gaffney, and Blair, you know, they need pinging up, I would say. Oh my God, how interesting. That's crazy, isn't it? Not allowed to swear. Some of the filth you can watch on YouTube and you're not allowed to swear. I think I played it to people, it was a few months ago. There's a woman dressed up as a PVC nun saying, wank yourself for Jesus. That's all right, but you can't swear on a super chat. Wank yourself for Jesus, she says. Imagine trying that with a different religion. All right, Rags, I'll have a look. I'm always a bit funny about these, though, because they can be a bit long. And when I haven't seen them, they can sometimes jolt the... Fucking hell, you sent me hundreds, mate. Good Lord. Rags, I'm going to have to save it for another one, man, because there's so many here and I don't know what one it is. But I will. I'm already back to the Polish people arguing about Australia. Without a doubt, Isaac, without a doubt. Rags, be careful, mate. They will drop your account for that. Oh, yeah, that one as well. I mean, that absolutely happened, didn't it? They sit there. No, I think the channel's called something like Dildo or Dick, and one of them sits there while the other one gets behind him and sticks it up his bum, and he has to decide whether it's a dildo or his dick. Yeah, you can't swear on a super chat. Well, they're not, are they? They're not. They're neither whipping nor lassoing them. They're the reins of the horse. It's just absurd. Well, that's a bit of a strange one. I've got a lot of time for Mark and Laura. You know, I think they're. I think building communities is an essential part of the future. But you know, that's just my thoughts. Dennis, you talking about that dick or dildo thing? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? And then the things you can get banned on YouTube for, the things you can get strikes for. You can get strikes for quoting government figures. But young kids can watch Dick or Dildo. Hello, ugly truth. Is Space Hopper Mark here? Because, you know, we're coming to the end. He usually turns up about now. Elrich Catastrophe's here. Hello. Yeah, no, I'll show you it. I'll show you a bit of it. Hang on. It's in my favourites. It ain't. Hang on. Oh. Good Lord. I would not know there'd be this much of this absolute filth on here, but this one particular one is kind of frightening stuff. But there's so much more of it. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. No, mate, maybe it finally did get taken down. Look out for my book review tonight. 140 watching. Lovely. Have you signed up from Substack, new people? Very good. Link in the description. No, I can't find it, people, which is probably for the better because it's damn unpleasant stuff. But I would have liked to have shown you it to just, you know, to think about what you can get banned for, and yet this stuff. There ain't even an age restriction on it. No, I can't find it. Maybe if I put them in inverted commas. Have I actually got to put the word Jesus in the search? Nah, bollocks. It looks like it might have gone. Well, Rags reckons he sent me something worth a look. I'll have a look at that. Let's have a look at this from the man Rags. I can't show that one. I can't, Rags, I can't talk about the tax scenes. You're not allowed. It's literally in their terms of service. I mean, you can, but you've got to tread carefully, and I won't tread carefully, and I will screw it up. Vlogs, he says it is still there. How do you know? Nice one, Rags. Well, why can't I find it then? I'm being given every other thing. Wow, people are really into their nuns. Do you remember the nun at the Kit Kat Club I told you about? I found the same woman. I don't think that's her, actually. Ah, fuck it. It's too much dead time. Too much dead time. We had a good old hour chatting about food, though, didn't we? That was ridiculous. So, nice one on the likes, people. That's very kind of you. So we're good for book reviews, are we? We're good for more movie reviews. That is... that's good to know, because it was a pleasure doing it, and it also helps me sharpen up my editing skills. I mean, plenty of people have offered me, have suggested books and things to review, but I've got plenty already in my head that I've got a lot to say about. Music will be interesting because I only like about 3 bands. Anglo-Saxon, very, very generous tonight, as usual. Looking forward to the Scrubs Music Festival, aka SUBSTACK. Hoyt, that is 1700 hours Wednesday. All music performed by the Scrubs. It will be about a 3-hour stream. And if it's anything like the gallery and the old photos we done, it'll be an absolute blast. Some people have sent in YouTube clips. Some people have sent in MP3s. We'll have an absolute blast. Nice one, Anglo. Muchos apreciato. That's going to be good. Here he is. Thank you for that, mate. You there? You ain't got long left, Mark. I've been nearly 2 hours. It's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning here. And I was going to do a book review, but it might be a bit too late now. LC350's got his glow stick. Someone sent me a tune that was just someone else's music, and I had to email him back and say, it's Scrubs music. It's not just tunes that you like. Top of the Scrubs. John, I've still not finished it. Well, if you want to send an half finished one in, that it's up to you, John, but it's up to you. We'll finish it. Come on, you got 2 days. 1.5. One idea is Arsenal watch-alongs. I bet most Arsenal fans are sick of the enriched nonsense they get. Problem is, John, it's just Arsenal, and you know that's probably about 5 Scrubs. And to be honest with you, I kind of lost interest. You know, I'm sort of don't watch as much football. I used to have a season ticket. 10 years I had a season ticket. I was up there every weekend, but oh man, the lightning is frightening. But I don't know. But I've got a good novel I'm going to review tonight. I'm also halfway through watching a film, and I'll review that after, but that'll probably be tomorrow. Well, if you can get that to me before the festival, so if you can get that to me, sorry, not you, Mousecat. If you can get that to me, John, by 4 o'clock UK time Wednesday, it will be in. The old grey scrubbers test. Space Opera Marks one isn't finished. No, this is going to be great. But come along to that, people. It'll be good. Gaffney said that football bores him shitless. Well, yeah, you know, that's how I feel. It's just, come on, get off. The only good thing that's happened in football lately was when the Polish team brought down that kneel for Our Majesty, kneel before His Majesty. That was the most entertainment I've had. Well, Arsenal beating Spurs 3-1 was quite delightful. Mrs. Me in it says, hello from random miscombobulation of words. Here's a lady for you. I nearly posted, sent with the lay. You nearly got to the end of that. You nearly got a whole sentence out that made sense. Hello from random miscombobulation of words. Here is a lady for you. Nearly posted, sent with the lay. Lol. Oh, you nearly wrote, here is a lay for you. Steady on, darling. The cat is in the chat, and he's a big guy, and he'll lay me out flat. Yeah, you know, it just comes out. No problem. Nice one, Mrs. Me in it. There you go. Rusky's helped you out. Look at that. There's always someone there. Hello, Mike Cush. Well, my hat is over there, but it's a bit hot today, and I got a proper. It was all the internet went down, and I was trying to get it. I deliberately organised my day so I could start this stream a bit early, get the stream done, be able to watch a movie, then do my book review, and then relax. And I was working at 6 a.m. this morning on my day job for that, right? I was up because my girlfriend was ill, but you can imagine how absolutely pissed I got when it just wouldn't work. No, Skin Scar. Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram are all down globally. I don't think they're suspended. I think they're all owned by Zuckerberg. So I imagine they're having server issues. I don't think they're suspended. They're all down and have been for hours. StreamYard was down as well. Mrs. Me in it. Thank you for that 5-bit as well. I'm not sure if I said thank you. Entropy's a bit weird. That doesn't seem right. I'm just refreshing it. Well, people, it's been quite the bizarre stream. We've done an hour talking about food, which was kind of peculiar. And entropy isn't working properly by the look of things. What the hell's going on here? What's happening? If anyone's donated by entropy, I will get it, but it would appear not to be shown. Mousecat, don't forget, men get them as well. Let's just note that. Well, as I said, I don't know how long you've been here, Skin Scar, but I said earlier, when I first realised that Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and StreamYard had gone down, my first thought was someone's getting invaded, because I think that is what would happen if someone was getting invaded. I imagine that's what would happen first. The social networks would boom, would go down. If you have donated by entropy tonight, apologies, but it would appear they're having trouble as well. But I'm just refreshing it to see if... oh, hang on. It looks like we're all right. It would appear we're okay, my friends, but now I'll be able to see if anyone has chucked anything into entropy. Not that I expect it, but if you have and I missed it, that's a bit shit. No, we're all good. Right, no problems. No problems. I think I might actually have had one little video to show you. Oh, that's hardly worth watching. Hasn't Ted Cruz been on fire recently? One in the chat if you're a fan of Ted Cruz. He's been on fire. Absolutely incredible. This is what politicians should be like. He doesn't let them have any shit. This is not, yeah, fair play, people. Hello, Charity Shop Bandit. Nice to see you. See, listen, people, we are getting new people turning up. We didn't have that for about a year. I think it's a combination of Bearing, Devon, the Schultz, and the community tabs. And that's why when I every day bug you to leave comments and likes on the Schultz and the community tabs, it's because it actually works. So massive thank you to those people. And if anyone is new here tonight, I've usually got a lot more content than this. I usually tell stories and talk about things, but because it all screwed up and the internet wasn't working, I just didn't have time to. So it was either stream late with nothing prepared or just not stream at all. But we're now about to hit 2 hours, and I think I'm done because I want to get this book review done. And I could murder some foie gras now. Not out of a tin, though. Someone gave me a tin of it once from Fortnum and Mason's, and I was still like, no, no, that's got to be fresh out of Goose's gander. That's right, Moody. I like this channel, but if it had a different format and other content, I'd watch it. Well, look, thank you very much for those of you who did strangely hang about. It was we had a nice chat though about food. Thank you, Willow. That's very kind of you. We've had a lot of new people in. We've got 100 likes. Thank you, John. I wasn't aware of that. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for everyone who donated. Thanks for the new people for giving it a go. Please give another couple a go because there's usually a bit more. You know, we usually get our teeth into a bit more than this, but I'll just say what I just said because it all screwed up. I didn't have time to prepare anything because I do have a day job as well. But yeah, twice a day streams, and I make videos as well. And I think I've made about 12 videos in the last few weeks. So they're all, if you swim around the old the live streams, you'll see them. If you haven't watched my review of the film Nobody, go and check that out. And I'm going to record after this, once I've had something to eat, I'm going to record a review of a book. And it's one of the first novels I ever read. And it was one of the books that made me think, hang on, I reckon I can be a writer. And I'll tell you why and how and the ins and outs during the review. If you are not subscribed to my Substack and you'd like to read some of my own autobiographical fiction, link in the description. Get on that. You've only got to put your email in and you get them sent straight to you. And there's about 11. A nice one, Chrome Dome Amiga. Oh, lovely. That's wonderful. You can understand it's a little bit of a shame for me because tonight there's been a lot of new people and yet this hasn't been my strongest stream, I can assure you. But that's very kind of you to say that. But my my Substack link is in the description and it's free. I won't monetize it. And like I said, there's a load in the archive as well that are worth checking out. All original writings, and they've all been written recently. I'm not just digging up and recycling old shit. Thank you to everyone who joined in. Thank you to everyone who donated. Thank you to the most delightfuls and lurkers. I will see you probably about 9:30 to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for more of Not the Same. Look after yourselves. Don't forget to tell the people you love that you love them. Bless you all. Adios.
Everyone knows I'm gonna be the first
Nice one.
down.
Appreciate it.
All my friends are sick
Nice,
of
Al.
having me around. Nobody wants to give a buddy one last break. Can't go on and take on all a man can take. Life is a curse, it only
Cheers, Livy. Thanks a lot, love.
gets worse in the world and watch you drown. Maybe my mind will fail to ever find the point. I'm going deep, deep down underwater.
See you later, MSM.
Gonna make my grave
See you later, MSM.
underneath the waves.
See you later, MSM.
I'm
Look
going
after yourself, Dennis.
deep, deep down underwater.
See you later, Cheryl Peters.
Gonna lay my head
Go on, you know where to go, Mark.
on the riverbed.
Take care, Skin Scarf. Thank you, Rags, for moderating, my friend.
Rejected every place I stayed. A woman says I'm lying in the bed I've made.
Yeah, man. Nice one, Mark.
She says warriors don't give up before the war
Nice one,
begins.
Anglo. You're on fire, me old China.
So I
I'm
get
going
high
deep,
just
deep
to
down
find the mess
underwater.
I made.
Hoy. Cheers, mate. You've been very generous. And thanks for the ribeye. I might give that another go. I might go back to that.
I struggle to feel emotion I could really trust.
Cheers, man.
I'm going deep, deep down underwater. Gonna make my grave underneath the wave. I'm going deep, deep down underwater. Gonna lay my head
Cheers. Cheers, Shane.
on the riverbed.
That's quite good. Ah, the old freaking countries. It's absurd. A pleasure, Eldritch. Which will be one of his main inspirations. Nice one, Vlad Loto. Cheers, Rags. That's mainly what I do, Jambo, but appreciated. Jimmy's streaming, apparently, people. Cheers, John. Thank you, Rags.
I'm going deep, deep down underwater. Gonna make my grave
All the scrub ladies are.
underneath the waves.
Hello, Mark.
I'm going deep, deep down underwater.
Cheers, Mouse Cat. Muchos apreciato. Cheers, Anglo.
I'm going deep,
Very kind messages.
down underwater. Gonna make
Trying to get through these. I think I'm in all sorts of trouble here. There's freaking loads. Oh, hang on. We got there. Yeah, she has. There's a video as well. She's all dressed up singing. But she said it's only for me to watch that one, so not to share it. No. Look after yourselves, people. Go on. Foxtrot Oscar down your own end. Or I'll be serving you up foie gras and tripe for breakfast. Hey!